What's up, everybody? Welcome to Double Visions Podcast. My name is SIK LOVES, and as you can see, Devo is not here. He is in Iran. I just want to start by saying one thing first before we get into the show. A lot of stuff is happening over there. I don't want to get into politics on the show. I want to stay away from politics as much as possible, but Devo is in Iran right now, and obviously with everything happening in the Middle East, man, we miss you. You know, we hope you're safe. We hope your family's safe. We hope you get back soon, you know. The show, like you can see, is still continuing. He said, just keep doing it. I told him I'm going to keep doing it. I don't want to take no times off. It's a little uncertain as to when he'll be back. Hopefully it's soon, though. You know, we miss you, bro. We love you. Get home safe. Let's start the show. Alrighty. Saquib, thanks for coming. You're the only real crew member left.
Yeah.
Everybody else bailed on me. We did get a replacement for Devo, as you can see here. I don't know why it's a cow, but it's a cow. It's not a subliminal meaning to Devo in the slightest, at all. Yeah, man. Listen, it's hard to do a show as a single host. Obviously, I have Saquib here, like I said, but man, we gotta do what we gotta do. You know, Devo, you fucking piece of shit. I can't believe you just fucking bailed on me like this. But when you get back, we got some stuff to talk about. I know you're going to be watching this. There's some stuff we got to talk about. And what it is, I might air you out on the show, or I might do it privately. I don't know. We'll see how severe the stories are. But, yeah, man. Anyways, guys, we're back for another episode. I am here. Saquib's here. And obviously, can't forget Big Dow. Rufus is here. He's loyal. They say dogs are loyal, man.
Yeah.
He's a loyal one. He hasn't moved. We go home. We haven't been in the studio in a minute, but Rufus stays here. You know what I'm saying? He lives here. He watches over the place. So the one thing that Devo is doing out in Iran that I really love and I respect the hell out of is, amongst all the shit that's happening, he's filming a video. He's filming a music video for his Azizam cover from Ed Sheeran. Obviously, him being an Irani background, he was going. So we had the idea, dude, once you're out there, why don't you just grab some clips and we can make a music video in that sense. So that is one thing that he's doing out there too, and I appreciate it. I can't wait for him to see this episode, and I can't wait for us to see the clips and how they turn out, and wait for you guys to see the final video that comes out from it, man. Now, I'm excited. I'm excited to put that out. One thing when we started this podcast was, like, you know, he does music. He's an artist. I do videography, photography. That's kind of my thing as well. So having this niche or this platform as well to kind of, you know, just talk more, see the behind the scenes of how we kind of are as people rather than just creatives and artists in that regard. It's nice. It's nice to have it, you know. So one thing I wanted to do, obviously, is use that platform and bring fans to this, and use this platform to bring fans to that. So with that being said, we also have a lot more music videos that are coming out this year alone. We just put out a music video for Niagara Falls cover. He fucking kills it, man. Like, when it comes to the weekend covers, yeah, Devo is that guy who just takes the weekend's music, obviously being heavily inspired by him, and twists it with his own taste and his own style and makes it a whole new song, you know. So check those out on his YouTube page at Devo Productions, or Devo Music, sorry. Six Visions Media is my company and I shoot all the videos for him and everything like that too. So we are a joint team in that aspect as well. We have Baptized in Fear coming out, which is, that video shoot was crazy, and I can't wait to see it. My brother,
I'm excited for it,
has a cameo in there as the demon, bro. That shit was crazy. Like, I was watching some of the clips back, dude. You killed it. Like, I don't know where he gets his acting side from, but it's cool, man. That shit was sweet. It looks terrifying. I mean, that's the one thing we're going for. Yeah. Want it to look terrifying, so it looks terrifying. That's great. The other video is Open Hearts. Open Hearts is a song that I don't even know how to explain it. You got to listen to the song, but when we shot the video for it, we had a whole different approach to the song when we sat and we brainstormed the video and curated the idea for it. And it basically starts as a happy song or a happy video, and there's a twist in it, which I don't want to say, but it's cool, man. That video, and they interlink with each other. Yeah. I love doing that whole interlinking thing. One big story. Yeah, exactly. We did it with the Harsh Retired series with the 6 videos. Everything interconnects with each other, and we're doing that with this series. I love just having narratives in my music videos, and I think it's really cool that we were able to somehow come up with an idea and make them both mesh together. Yeah. Really cool. And the transition is actually sick. I don't want to say what the transition is, but the transition between the two videos, it's so simple, and it's so, like, you would think it's so basic, but the way it looks on camera is phenomenal. So I'm excited for that one. Yeah, man. So we have those music videos coming out. Just get ready for those coming this year. I won't say year because we have a whole bunch of stuff planned out for the rest of this year, man. So I'm excited. That was a quick little promo thing. Let's get into other shit, bro. Listen, one thing on this show that I love, or that I haven't talked about, but I absolutely love, is wrestling. Like, I'm a pro wrestling guy, bro, through and through. Like, I took a break with wrestling when the whole COVID stuff happened. Didn't really tune into it. Didn't really know anything about it. Then the Netflix era happened. I got more into it, and I'm like obsessed with wrestling, bro. I am like a wrestling guy. You know what I mean? And with that said, a buddy of mine, shout out to Mike Joseph, man. He launched his promotion here in Ontario called Noble Champions Group Wrestling, NCG Wrestling. And they just had a show on the 28th of June. It was their 1-year anniversary. I was there. This guy bailed on me. He wanted to go to a fucking bonfire. You missed out, bro. Listen, seeing pro wrestling, especially as a fan, I'm going to start with that. Being a fan of pro wrestling, seeing it happen live is a whole different experience than seeing it on TV.
Yeah.
It's like, and I do that thing where I'm like, I want the best seats in the house possible. I don't care what it costs. Like, I want the full experience, So I got the front row seats, obviously, and I had to be like right up and close, personal with the action. Dude, unreal. I'm going to recap the card. A lot of people probably won't know what's going on, but if you are a wrestling fan, I highly encourage you to check out NCG Wrestling, man. It's, like I said, it's here in Ontario. They're expanding. They're growing. Every event is bigger than the last, and this last one, I would give it a 12 out of 10. Like, it was crazy, dude. I'm going to pull up the card real quick because I want to cover some of the matches, some of the phenomenal matches I just saw on that show. Oh, man. Okay. A lot of indie wrestlers. There's a lot of indie wrestlers, obviously. It is an indie promotion. It is an indie show. A lot of these wrestlers people might not know, but at the end of the day, like, I think the goal is to push it and just talk about these people and talk about why they're so talented and why they deserve a bigger push and a higher stage to perform on, The first one I want to start with is the NWA champion match, man. Dante Casanova and Tony Gunn. Forgive me, I messed that up. Tony Gunn and Dante Casanova. I don't know any of these people.
Yeah.
Now I'm going into this completely blind. I don't know who these wrestlers are. Obviously, NWA is a big promotion, right? It's huge. It's been around forever. Dante Casanova is one of their champions. Let me see what it is. I don't want to get this wrong. He is the NWA Midwest champion. I didn't know what to expect, except the fact that it's going to be crazy. Obviously, him being a champion of a big platform.
Yeah.
Dude, the moment he walks into the ring, first of all, he's already larger than life. Like, I'm serious. His whole he's the El Jaguar. That's his whole persona. So he comes up with this whole headdress and everything like that. Oh my God, it was sweet. And I was shocked. But when I saw his match, first of all, again, intensity was obviously there. Like, just everything you expect from a professional in a wrestling match, you got. I was excited for the whole thing. After the match, became an instant fan. Nice. Like, I hope this doesn't sound douchey at all, but I would love to meet the wrestlers, but I would love to know something about them prior to meeting them. Like, I don't want to be just that simple fan that's like, oh, I know you have a big name, so let me meet you and shake your hand and take a picture. After this match, I became an instant fan. You know what I mean? Like, it was cool, man. And that happened in the last NCG event, too, where I saw a lot of these indie wrestlers, everyone for the first time. Yeah. And I became a fan of a lot of them right then and there. Right away. So Dante was one of those people. I became a fan of him right away after the show, meet with him, and he was super nice, super chill, just dope to, chop it up with a little bit. The other match, Bill Collier versus Damian Chambers. Damian Chambers, I'm getting more familiar with. I guess he's like an NCG guy. He's the heel of NCG. Yeah. People were coming out booing him, chanting, you suck, Chambers, you suck. Like, it was cool, man. And just seeing the type of character he has become in the NCG universe is sweet as well. And knowing everyone's invested in him already. Yeah. Again, I'm not super familiar. I got familiar. I started chanting Chambers, you suck with him, not knowing what's happening. Yeah. I felt like an idiot at first too, because he comes out. I saw him at the last event. Yeah. He wrestled Joe Hendry. Yeah. Last event. So he comes out, and I didn't know he was supposed to be a bad guy. I come out like, oh shit, he's here. Everyone's like, boo. I'm like, yeah, boo. So I was like, yeah, boo. You suck. He was cool, man. He was cool. What else we got? We have, dude, tag team. The tag team match. NCG tag team titles are on the line. Dynasty, Jackson Roy, and Mikey Truth versus Fresh Hair. This was cool because they're both, I guess, good guys, right? Yeah. They're both baby faces. Come into the ring, shake hands. They start doing a dance off. Fresh Hair's thing is the whole, they're dancers, right? Okay. They start dancing. They do a little dance off, and then the match goes on. For me, it was the second best match of the night. Nice. Second best. And I really, really enjoyed watching just the tag teams go at it because, when you have like a wrestling match, you want to know then the history, the story, the bad guy versus the good guy, and then there's a close off. But it's, in my opinion, it's hard to have a match where it's a good guy versus a good guy and still have the fans invested in it.
That's like a heel versus heel. And people still invested in it. Like, it's hard to do.
It's hard to do because you don't know. Like, you want to cheer for everybody, but it's almost like, what is the story?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know the backstory to this, but the story I saw from it was just, you have this tag team in Fresh Air coming. It is Fresh Air. I keep fucking this up. I don't want to fuck their names, bro. Yeah, Fresh Air. So you had team in Fresh Air versus Dynasty, right? And they're both good guys. Like I said, they're doing a little dance off. And, one of the funniest things is their tagline, Fresh Air's tagline is clap them cheeks. Dude, yeah, it's so funny. They're coming out, clap them cheeks. And so, people were cheering back and forth. So you hear, Dynasty, clap them cheeks, Dynasty. It was cool, bro. It was so fucking fun. It was so fun. Obviously, Dynasty came out victorious, retained the titles at the end of that. It's my boys, bro. Mikey Truth and Jackson Roy. It's my boys. Yeah. Talk to them after the match a little bit. They're doing another meet and greet. They're still out there. Talk to them. I held the title. I took a picture with them. They put the title on my shoulder, bro. Them shits are heavy.
Really?
Bro, they're heavy. I don't know how you don't fucking realize they fucking lift that shit like it's nothing. Yeah. I put that on my shoulder. I'm like, oh, that's heavier than I thought it was gonna be. What the hell? They're cool. That was fun. The North American NCG North American Championship, Zico. Yeah. He's the champion versus Richard Holiday. He won the qualifying match last event at Believe. So now he took on Zico for the championship. Bro, Richard Holiday is becoming one of my favorite indie wrestlers. Probably my favorite indie wrestler of all time right now.
Really?
I got it. It's like, his character is phenomenal. Okay? We had a little back and forth at the meet and greet table. It was funny. I think I told you briefly about this. And it was cool because, again, I want to support you guys. I want to buy your merch. I want to buy your stuff. But I want to be a fan. I don't want to just be, again, that random person that's like, oh, I know you have a name, so let me just buy it. I want to be a fan of you. Yeah. I became a fan of Richard Holiday. He was one of the people I became a fan of last event. We were going to the meet and greet, whatever, and he's standing there, he had a dope ass shirt on. It was a WrestleMania 17 Stone Cold versus The Rock custom shirt, right? So we're just talking. I'm like, oh man, I'm getting asking for pictures and stuff like that. People that I know. Yeah. I asked him, like, yo, can I get a picture? He goes, yeah, I'll take a picture with any purchase, which I get. I ordered, I bought, I think it was like an 8x10. He signed it. Everything was cool. I didn't know he was going to sign it, which was cool. Thank you for that. He signed it. And then I'm like, yo, how much for your shirt? To the one he was wearing. Because my friend that I was with, she loves, like, The Rock. Yeah. She loves The Rock.
Big Rock guy?
Big Rock fan. Yeah, big Rock fan. So I was like, how much for your shirt? He goes, oh, this one? I'm like, yeah, like, my friend wants it. How much for the shirt? He goes, well, given the fact that it's custom made. I'm like, damn, you made it custom? Because it was a sick shirt. I'm like, damn, you made it custom? He goes, yeah, I cut the sleeves off of that. Bro. So he takes American money, obviously. Yeah. I wanted a poster or a picture. And I'm like, how much for the picture? He goes, it's 20 American. Because I don't know what that is in US. Yeah. One of the other wrestlers, Jesse V, he goes, it's probably around $30 Canadian. I'm like, dude, all I got is 40. I have 220, I don't have 10. He goes, I'm not charging you $40 for the picture. I'm like, take the money, bro. He's like, I'm not. No. He's like, what? I'm like, do you want take the money. It's all I got. What do you want me to not buy it from you? Like, I'll walk away. He took the money. He was cool as fuck though, man. He took the money. He gave me a couple extra things, like a button and a pin, which is sick. And then he took the picture, shook his hand. It was dope, man. He's a cool fucking guy, honestly. And I love that he's a character.
Yeah.
Like, I love his character, I should say.
Yeah.
It's cool, man. He's dope. He's dope as fuck. The other one, man. This one was a match I was looking forward to. It was Jason Hotch from TNA versus Joshua Bishops.
Okay.
We saw Joshua Bishops at the last event. Well, he's the one that threw Buddy over the rail.
Yeah.
Remember him?
Yeah. We also saw Jason Hodge.
We saw Jason Hotch last event. That's how I became a fan of his too.
Yeah.
So, and same thing with Joshua Bishops. Became a big fan of his. They were going head to head, right? And them being like on the card as like, this is the match. That was the match I was looking forward to.
Nice.
That was my favorite match on the card.
Yeah.
Because I'm such a big fan of both of them.
Yeah.
Right? So the way it happened was, obviously, if once you start following the NCG storyline, you'll get more into it. Giant Orion, who is their champion, NCG heavyweight champion, is aligned with Bobby Clancy, their general manager or former general manager, I should say. And he calls out somebody else. He's like, we're going to add to our team. It's Joshua Bishops. So what happens then? Johnny Bravo calls out his guy, which is Jason Hodge. And that's how the match starts, right? Jason Hodge being a TNA wrestler, obviously, he's top tier talent. Like, he belongs on a big stage.
Oh, yeah.
He's out there doing his thing, bro. And his finishing move till date, I can't, like, it is a frog splash.
Yeah.
But obviously, I never got a chance to see Eddie Guerrero live.
Yeah.
I'm sure that would have been a spectacle to see him do the frog splash. But when Jason Hodge did his frog splash at the end to win the match, the height this man got, and he does like the pump handle. You know how Logan Paul does like the pump?
Oh, like full
extend, bro.
Yeah.
And oh my God, that was my favorite match of the entire night. I couldn't even lie. Like, my one regret from the show, I didn't get a chance to see Jason at the meet and greet. I missed him. He was very busy with a bunch of people. I'm like, I'm going to come back to him.
Yeah.
I got, made my round. By the time I came back, he was gone. He had to go prepare for his match.
Oh, shit.
So I didn't get a chance to say what's up to him.
Yeah.
And then he had left after his match. I don't know, he had to go. So he left after the match. I didn't get a chance to meet him. But I'm like, hopefully next event, if he's there, I would love to, shake his hand again and say what's up. And just chop it up with him for a little bit.
Yeah.
Next is a triple threat match for the women's NCG championship. Tessa Blanchard, who obviously, again, big name, former WWE superstar or NXT, something like that. Yeah, WWE superstar. You can say that.
Yeah.
Current TNA superstar, I believe.
Yeah.
And then Jody Threat, who was a TNA superstar. And then Chantel, who is obviously NCG talent, right? There was an injury that happened in the match right off the bat. It was a triple threat, and I didn't see the full extent of what exactly happened. All I saw was Jody was out of the ring, and I believe Jody was out of the ring, and Tessa and Chantel were doing like a one-on-one.
Yeah.
There was a sequence that happened where I saw Chantel go to the ref. All she said was my nose, or hit my nose or something like that. That's all I heard.
Oh, shit.
Picks up Chantel, gets thrown. Chantel gets thrown. Picks up Tessa. Chantel gets thrown into the corner, and you just see a bit of blood on her upper lip right here and her teeth.
Oh, damn.
A little bit of a sequence happens. Next thing you know, Chantel has blood all over her belly, and Tessa has blood all over her belly. I keep fucking these names up. I'm so sorry. And Chantel's face is covered in blood, and she's down for a little bit. She rolls out of the ring. Ref throws up the X. She's out of the match. I think she broke her nose or something happened, but like it was a bad injury to her nose. And then obviously, a one-on-one match happened from there.
Yeah. And
this is where you have to give the professionalism up for, these wrestlers too, because obviously the injuries are real, man. Like the shit happens. Like people get hurt. Like it's not fake, as people say, right? The professionals that Tessa and Jody are, they carried the match one-on-one.
Yeah.
And obviously, they had to figure it out on the spot of what was to happen, how they're going to do it. Tessa retained the title. She's still the champion. The next match was a tag team match featuring Mark Wheeler and Crash, who were... I'm not familiar with them. I don't want to speak too much on it. I don't fuck it up. I'm not super familiar with them. Versus Jesse V, who is the Noble Crown champion.
Okay.
And Al Snow. Bro. WWE legend Al fucking Snow. Okay? When I tell you this man is someone I used to watch on TV.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with him, obviously, just growing up as a wrestling fan, and I got to meet him. I did, I don't care. He was at the meet and greet. I wanted to meet him, and it was unreal, dude. Just like having him stand next to me to take a picture. Like, again, wrestlers are somebody who's been performing all over the fucking world, especially at a WWE level. Like, you're performing all over the world. People are going to tell you every day, thank you for everything. Big fan. They're used to it. What am I going to say, dude? Like, I'm not going to not say I'm a fan. Like, I thanked him for my childhood.
Yeah.
Thank you for everything you've done. Like, just seeing you in person, it's so surreal, man. He was so cool about it, man. He just, sitting there, shook my hand, talked for a little bit. It was cool. I can't explain it anywhere else. There's no other way to say it. So he had his tag team match with the other three. And personally, the match I thought should have gone longer. But obviously, every factor plays a role. Like, Al Snow's condition. Like, I don't know. Like, obviously, you have to take all these factors into play, right?
Yeah.
The match was great. Don't get me wrong. The match was still great. It delivered everything. Like, you saw all this stuff happen.
Nice.
I was just in shock. Just being like, dude, I'm watching Al Snow perform in a ring. I also used to watch him on like Tough Enough and like all these shows where he's training everybody.
Yeah.
So you don't really see him take bumps, or you don't really see him put sequences on or stuff like that.
Yeah.
Watching him actually in a ring, taking bumps, performing, I felt like a kid, bro. I felt like a child, So however long that match went, like, I was invested through and through. Like, it was crazy. That was the only time I busted my phone out to take a video, because I'm like, I want this forever. I want it forever.
Yeah.
And then the last match on there was obviously the main event, casket match, NCG Championship, Giant Orion champion versus the Soul Taker. First casket match in NCG. It was sick.
Was it?
Oh, dude. Like, you had to be there live for this. It was so dope. I'm serious. Like, you think I'm bullshitting you. I'm not. Like, this shit was crazy because, first of all, being fan of stipulation matches.
Yeah.
I got to see this live. And obviously, casket matches are big. What are you, Undertaker, fucking Undertaker. Kane. Like, you, like, come on, bro. It's sick.
Yeah.
Like, am I the only fan here? What about you? Are you a fucking fan? No, bitch. So, I'm a fan, right? So, I got to see this casket match happen. Giant Orion retained, and a turn of events happened, which makes me, again, as a wrestling fan, more excited for future NCG events.
Yeah.
Giant Orion was aligned with Bobby Clancy, obviously the heels. They had a moment after the match had ended, after Giant Orion retained the title. Clancy and his squad turned on him.
Oh, really?
Turned on Giant Orion. Dude, the moment this man stood back up, next event, Clancy's team's fucked.
Yeah.
Like,
this guy's like 7 feet
tall. He's like 7 feet tall, bro. This guy's a beast. Like, he's a monster.
He's massive.
Yeah, he's a monster. So next event, whatever the event is, or whenever the event is, I believe it's in October. I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm excited. And I'm the moment those tickets go on sale, I'm buying that shit. I don't even care.
Yeah.
Because to me, I'm invested. Like, and also, again, just always a big shout out to, Mike Joseph and the NCG team for putting on spectacular wrestling.
Yeah.
Like, man, from Believe, which was a few months ago, till now, it was just like back-to-back events. Yeah. The production value went up.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Production value went up.
Nice.
I'm excited for the next event just to see what's going to happen when, when they meet in the ring, when everybody else happens, when the cards all, come into play and the cards are announced and the matches are announced. I'm going to be fucking geeked. Like,
yeah.
Like, dude, I'm a fan. I want to find a way to work in a wrestling company. And you know this. Since I was a kid, I wanted to fucking be a wrestler. But now
honestly, me too.
Yeah. I wanted to be a wrestler, but things didn't work out for me so well. Okay? Mainly the size. But I want to have some foot in the wrestling industry.
Yeah.
Like, I think it would be unreal just to be able to say I work in the wrestling profession.
100% will be unreal. That's, dude, like dreams, bro.
Yeah, man. Like, oh my God. Like, podcasting is my shit. Like, I love this stuff so much. But, like, wrestling is like a whole other thing. It's a whole other beast. And I would love to even just be in a situation where if I can contribute ideas, sitting with wrestlers and just contributing to storylines,
More
like
creative
in a way, right? Like I got that opportunity when I sat with some comedians, and you get to pitch joke ideas, and when your jokes are used by world famous comedians on stage at their shows,
that's crazy,
in front of 5,000 to 6,000 people, and people are dying. I take pride in that shit, dude.
100%.
Like, come on, man. Like, imagine me being in a fucking writer's room for a wrestling match, and like something happens and they use that idea. Like, I can't even explain the excitement. Like, I'm a fan.
Yeah.
Right? And yes, obviously professionalism comes into play. You have to be stoic. But as a fan, internally, I would be fucking fuming. Like, I would just want to explode. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's cool as fuck, dude. But yeah, man, NCG, why is this not working? What the hell's going on? Come on, you fuck. Hold on. We're having technical difficulties. There we go. As a fan, thank you so much for putting on all the shows that you guys do, man. Thank you guys for putting all the time and effort into this, and for people like me and people like the NCG fans and any wrestling fans, period, to enjoy something and have access to it in such a way that, we don't really have much here in this region of Ontario. We don't. Yeah. So being able to just say this wrestling promotion is from my hometown, and being able to interact with talent of that caliber, and being able to, just see that talent in people that you grew up watching. Like, it's amazing. So thank you again to NCG, Mike, and the entire NCG team, man. You guys killed it, bro.
Yes, sir.
All right. On the wrestling.
Air horns. Just.
Bow, 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 bow. What the hell was that? Do that again? That's not what it sounds like.
I don't know.
That's
my version.
That's closer than the fucking. That's so funny. Speaking of wrestling, my brother is also a wrestling fan. He didn't go to this event, so he didn't really have much to contribute. But we are also very big WWE fans, obviously. And with that being said, Night of Champions just happened. Again, same day as the NCG event, June 28th.
Yeah.
I was let down from the WWE event. I'm not going to lie to you.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, man. I don't even know how to start this. Because, okay, so WWE obviously goes through a lot of ups and downs and changes, just as anything does, right? Yeah. Triple H has this idea of having 4 to 5 PLE matches as opposed to, the 7 to 8 that Vince did.
Yeah.
But I agree with that idea. The reason I agree with that idea is because you allow the matches to breathe, and you allow for better quality matches as opposed to rushed finishes and rushed, matches. I love that idea. It's just the card on this event to me was upsetting. Right? So the first match, obviously, Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton.
Yes.
Dude, Randy is my all-time favorite wrestler, period.
Yeah.
Randy was the first wrestler. Randy and Ray. Just a quick little backstory. Yeah. Randy Orton and Rey Mysterio were the two wrestlers I ever heard about before I even knew wrestling was a thing. My friend used to tell me in 2004, this is in 2004, he told me that Randy Orton was this crazy wrestler, whatever, right? I watched a little bit, never got into it until later. Yeah. Maybe I want to say late 2004, maybe 5, something like that. So it's the Ruthless Aggression era. So it was going crazy. Anyways, Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes, obviously they have a backstory of history of legacy from 2008, 9, that era, right? So
that was that long ago?
Yeah, dude.
Oh my god.
Because 2009 Randy was the crazy Randy.
Oh yeah.
Right? 2008 was when Legacy was formed.
Oh my god.
Dude. Yeah, that was a while ago.
So I still remember. That's insane.
Yeah. So Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton versed off in the King of the Ring finals. Yes. Obviously, again, predictable outcome.
Yeah.
We knew Cody Rhodes was going to win. And the reason I knew Cody Rhodes was going to win, one, they're not going to put the crown on Randy. I still believe they're going to give him his 15th championship, the way they keep announcing it and saying it.
I hope so.
They're going to give him, for sure, they're going to give him a 15th. Yeah. There's no doubt about it. But the reason you knew Randy Orton was going to lose this match was because, obviously, at Backlash, it was Randy and John Cena for the last time ever. It kind of put a tie to their rivalry.
Yeah.
From what we think. Da-da-da. But Cody Rhodes was obviously going to win. It's just how WWE's environment and ethos is right now.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the right word.
And what?
Ignore it. But that's how it is right now. So Cody wins the match. It was a lackluster match. I didn't really like it. I thought the ending could have been a lot better.
Yeah.
I wanted to see a couple more RKOs.
100%.
I wanted to see. I hope that superplex didn't cause a genuine injury to Randy.
Yeah. I was hoping the same thing too.
Yeah. I hope it wasn't like a genuine. I hope it was a work.
Yeah.
And if it was, here's my theory with that, right? My theory with that is if it's a work, Cody was targeting the lower back.
Yes.
And Cody was very heelish in that match.
Yeah.
He was very heelish.
There were also like the crowd was also like more on Randy's side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could feel that.
A lot.
Okay, there's one thing about the crowd. I'm gonna say this is I don't really buy the reactions in the crowd only because SmackDown happened in Riyadh as well.
Yeah.
The day before.
Yeah.
And during the final segment between Punk and Cena, which was fucking phenomenal.
Amazing.
Yeah. The crowd noises were edited in.
Were they?
Yes.
I didn't notice that.
There was parts you could audibly notice where, like, again, maybe this is just my ear in the audio industry for so long.
Yeah.
You could tell when they were really cheering. And then you could tell when the noises were added in post.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you could tell.
Yeah.
Anyways, he being Cody was very heelish in that match.
Yeah.
And you could tell the way he was kind of just his aura about it.
And going and
targeting the lower back.
Yeah.
He did say at Fanatics Fest, he probably has 1 to 3 years left as a babyface before he turns heel.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah. He said he has about
Interesting.
1 to 3 years left as a babyface. Now, you have to take into consideration that 1 to 3 years could also be more than a 3-year end. You don't know.
Yeah.
Randy, did you see him when he left the ring?
Yeah.
Did you see the look in his eye?
Yeah.
Dude.
Oh my god.
Dude. This is where I become a fan, right?
Yeah.
Mind you, this excitement came after the match had happened. So I was annoyed that this didn't happen during the match.
Yeah.
But now here's the thing. I think Randy's heel turn is coming sooner than Cody's heel turn. And the reason being,
Yeah.
he teased the punt on Kevin Owens. Dating
Yes.
back.
Yes.
Back.
Yes.
Teased the punt on John Cena.
Yeah.
Teased the punt on Cody Rhodes. And then the voices, dude, that long-term storytelling that they're doing with Randy,
Phenomenal.
bro.
Phenomenal.
Come on. You're telling me the moment he got out of that ring and Cody Rhodes is talking up Randy, he's still a champion, he's
Yeah.
this, and this, and that look that Randy gave him, bro, when he was walking away, he turns around over his shoulder. I'm telling you, something is going to happen. And my prediction is this. It's going to happen at SummerSlam. I think in SummerSlam's match,
Yeah.
John Cena versus Cody Rhodes, which I'm not give me all out of you, don't really care for it.
Honestly, don't.
I think Randy Orton is going to cause Cody Rhodes the match. I think he's going to interfere, cause Cody the match.
Yeah.
Obviously, John Cena is going to win.
Yeah.
However, he may win. John Cena is going to win. Maybe it might be a DQ. But I think Cody is going to get punted at SummerSlam.
You don't understand how long I've been waiting to see him bring back the punt.
Yeah.
Dude, when he was hesitating and then he finally went for it,
Yeah.
I was fully standing up.
Yeah.
I was out of my chair.
Yeah, my hands like this.
Yeah, dude.
I was like
I was standing up. I was
Yeah.
I was excited.
Yeah.
And then it didn't happen. I was like, damn it.
I know. They're building it though. You know it's coming.
Yeah.
You know it's coming. So that's my prediction for SummerSlam. It's going to be Cody versus John Cena. Cody is going to lose the match, and by interference
Yes.
of Randy Orton.
Yeah.
I'm going to stick with that. He's going to get interfered by Randy Orton, get DQ'd, and he's going to get punted at SummerSlam, and that is going to be the heel turn of Randy Orton. That is my prediction.
Yeah. Honestly, I love heel Randy.
Dude, I don't like him as a babyface so much.
Yeah.
He's like,
I feel like he got over naturally though. That's why they kind of like
it's Randy Orton.
Yeah, but they embraced it. Mm-hmm. So now he's just a babyface, I guess. But
Yeah. I mean, yeah, the whole babyface Randy Orton thing, to me, I understand it. Like, you're an icon. You've been wrestling for now 20 years. 23, 24 years, something like that.
longer than I've been alive, yeah.
Yeah, 2002. He debuted in 2002 with Cena. He was in the class of Cena.
Yeah, 23.
So 23 years he's been wrestling. He is going to win his 15th championship.
100%.
Don't get me wrong. I know he will. But yeah, that's my SummerSlam prediction for that.
I hope he wrestles long enough to win 16. Honestly,
Yeah.
I hope so.
I hope so too. I don't know. I don't think so. But yeah, man, he's turning heel at
Honestly,
SummerSlam.
for as old as he is, the shape that he's in and the shit that he's still doing is insane.
Yeah.
Like, he's in the best shape of his career. 100%.
Oh yeah, he's yeah.
Bro has abs. Like,
So that means he's in good shape.
he's never had abs. He was always like leaner. He's buff as shit
You know what?
too now.
That's the thing. That's the one thing I like is like, so 2009 Randy. Obviously, everyone knows 2000. If you're a wrestling fan, you know 2009 Randy. That's like a character.
If you're a basic wrestling fan, you know 2009 Randy.
Fair.
Yeah.
Like that's the menace Randy, right?
Yeah.
He was lean, bro. He was my favorite moment of 2009 Randy is, and this is just dating way back, so I want to be on this quick.
Yeah.
My favorite moment of 2009 Randy is when he's in the ring with Mason Ryan, and he gets out of the ring. CM Punk's at the entrance ramp.
Yeah.
And he's like, don't do it. And the way Randy's just standing there,
Yeah.
and the way the lighting hits him, he looks menacing.
100%.
He looks menacing.
With like the buzz cut and everything.
Everything.
Basically bald. It's like his eyes and everything. Oh my God.
And then he gets into the ring, punts dude, turns around, boom, eye to eye with CM Punk.
yeah.
That timing was amazing. Everything about that whole thing was just crazy to me. That was phenomenal. But yes, again.
Goosebumps.
Huh?
Goosebumps.
Goosebumps, 100%. I watch it back now and again just because I love that so much. But anyways, let's wrap that part up. So Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes sucked. Randy Orton's turning heel at SummerSlam, costing Rhodes the title. That's my prediction.
Nice.
The next match, didn't really care for it. Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross.
We already knew who was gonna win.
Yeah, 100%. I hope that Karrion Kross gets his genuine push.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not too familiar with his backstory as to why he got so popular online. But everyone's calling for it now. Like, they want Karrion Kross to get a push.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I fucking love him. I think he has, till date, top 3 entrances in all of WWE. Really?
I wouldn't say. I'd say top 5.
Top 5?
Yeah, I'd give it top 5, not top 3.
I would say top 3. My other favorite entrance is Aleister Black.
Yes.
Can't get over his entrance. It's so good. It's so good. The third.
Wait, so you're putting Karrion Kross at 1?
No. I'm not. No particular order.
Oh, I was gonna say.
No particular order. So for me, okay, I would have to give. Again, no particular order.
Yeah.
Karrion Kross,
Yes.
Aleister Black,
Yes.
and just because I'm a fan, Rey Fenix. He doesn't even have a good entrance.
Yes. Rey Fenix.
He doesn't even have a good entrance.
I know.
But it's his music.
His
and
music is so
his
good.
It's his aura.
Yeah.
Well,
the little remix they did with this theme, I don't
I
really
hate
like
it.
it. Yes. Him and Penta.
Yes,
Rey
I
Fenix,
hate it.
the little remix thing, the added guitar solo, I didn't like it. But it's a great song.
It's a great song.
Great song.
Song aside,
Yes.
his whole thing of him coming. The one thing that really gives me his favorite entrance.
Yeah.
Is we know when he's on the turnbuckle, and he does a little cross thing on the rope and flips into. Bro, he's so fun to watch.
Genuinely mind blowing.
Yeah.
How he does this shit.
Yeah.
Consistently too.
Even now, randomly, I'd watch his debut match on SmackDown.
Yeah.
His debut match on SmackDown, in my opinion, was better than Penta's debut match on Raw.
100%.
I think Penta was great. He's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Right? I don't like the overhype. I think he was a little overhyped. He's good.
Yeah.
Crazy. But when Ray came into WWE,
Yes.
he kind of, for me, blew Penta out of the water.
Yeah. Well, the thing with Rey Fenix too is he does more of the acrobatic shit, and Penta's more like he does like over the top rope flies and shit. Like he'll like jump out of the ring, but he does more like ground and pound. I guess. You could say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, Ray's cool. He's just fun to watch. I just love watching his matches. He's great. But yeah, Sami and Karrion Kross didn't really care for it. Again, lackluster match.
His hype, I feel like he's a great wrestler, Karrion Kross.
Yeah.
But he hasn't got a real push, you could say.
Yeah, he hasn't. Yeah. That's the thing. That's what everyone's saying. They want to see him get a push.
Yeah.
People are saying that maybe down the road he's going to verse Sami again and maybe get the win. That Sami just want to make the crowd happy.
Yeah.
You know, who knows what it is, but again, didn't really care for the match.
Even like the backstage segments Karrion Kross does.
Yeah, they're cool.
Great.
They're cool.
They're great.
Yeah.
I forget who it was. He's interacted with Seth Rollins a couple times, right?
I think so.
They should make that a storyline, honestly.
I'm so tired of seeing Seth and CM Punk.
Yeah.
I'm so tired of seeing that.
Yeah.
The next match is probably my favorite match of the night. Rhea versus Raquel.
Yes.
Dude, come on now.
Great match.
Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Rodriguez was, again, my opinion, match of the night. They had some crazy spots, phenomenal spots, and it was a street fight.
Yes.
And just the way, like, we never really got to see, at least, okay, I can't say me. I never got a chance to see Raquel perform as a singles competitor as much as I would have liked, because I love her as a tag team with Liv.
Yeah.
You know, her just being a powerhouse. Like, they need another powerhouse. Like, not a fan of Nia Jax.
Yeah.
Not really. Rhea Ripley's the only other powerhouse, and I fucking love Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
Dude, she's dope. Talented, crazy. I love her whole character.
The thing with powerhouse, you need like a giant of a woman, which is they're really not.
There's no
many.
one. Yeah. So Raquel, seeing her for the first time perform to that extent was great. Like, I loved it. I really loved the finish of that match. It was so unique. Like, I've never seen that ever.
Yeah.
They put up a table in the corner, lodged it on the top rope. Okay.
Yeah.
Somehow managed to get both performers on the top of the table.
Yes.
Rhea hit a riptide from the top, an avalanche riptide from the top, and obviously Rhea won that match. But man, I want to see more of that. Like, that was phenomenal.
100%.
I can't even explain it. Like,
That's even great for the women's division itself.
the women have been killing it. I can't even lie. The women
100%.
talent now, the way the booking has been happening, and maybe, you know, you can accredit this to Triple H, and maybe you can say that, now because of the way the booking is happening and women are getting more time to actually be performers and wrestlers as opposed to just sex symbols.
Yeah.
Like, you have the chance to see them actually do what they can do, and they're killing it, dude. The women roster is insane, dude. Next match was second match for me. Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa. Bro. You first. I want to hear your opinion.
Jacob Fatu is my GOAT.
Really?
Yeah.
He's your GOAT.
He has my favorite entrance theme right now.
Really?
Besides Aleister Black, he has my favorite entrance theme.
Interesting.
I love his songs, dude.
Really?
His song is so good.
Yeah, he was cool, man. So Jacob Fatu has this whole, like, just that image that you can't help but, like, root for him.
Yeah.
You know? That's what explains why he got the push so hard, too, is because
100%.
being Solo's right-hand man, getting the, you know, push that he has to becoming the face,
Yeah.
you know, the baby face, and just kind of saying, like, that I hate you Solo at the Money in the Bank was dope.
It was great.
I hate you Solo. That was
great.
sick. Yeah. It's so simple, but it's so dope if you know the backstory, obviously, right? Anyways, that match was crazy to me because I didn't think they were going to have Jacob drop the title that quick.
Yeah.
You know, I thought maybe they were going to
That genuinely shocked me too.
Yeah, like, I would have liked to seen Jacob retain
Yes.
in that mob. It would have made Jacob look way more powerful than he is.
Yeah.
It would have given Solo more of an incentive to build up the Bloodline 3.0, which now we're at a 3.0, like, fucking kill it already.
Yeah.
But it would have given him a chance to kind of build up that and be like, okay, let's figure out a strategy, and then maybe down the road, like, at a bigger PLE like SummerSlam, give him the title.
Because when Jacob Fatu first came in, same thing with Solo. When they first, like, all came in, they were like the unstoppable person.
Yeah.
Like, unbeatable. Like,
yeah, but that's a lot of people, though. You have to notice that. That's what a lot of people that kind of come into a company, they always give them, like, that unbeatable streak.
Yeah.
Like, you know, then obviously when one thing happens, and I don't know. I didn't like the booking of it, which is only why I'm giving it second place.
Yes.
If he had won, that would have been my favorite match of the night.
100%.
Because, so, you know, obviously, JC Mateo comes in.
Yeah.
Interferes. Then you had Tonga Loa return.
Tonga Loa, yeah.
I wish Tama Tonga was still in WWE. I don't know if he still is or not. I don't know. I haven't seen him in a while.
I thought he was injured.
Is he injured?
I don't know.
Oh, God.
Is he?
I don't know.
I thought he was.
I would have loved to see Tama Tonga back.
Yeah.
I would have then see Tonga Loa come.
Tama Tonga was getting over too.
Oh, he was crazy.
Yeah.
He was getting over.
That shit was getting over, bro.
Yeah, he was dope.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like he's gonna come back. I don't deny it. I feel like he will come back. But then the part this part's funny to me. So I don't know his name. I don't know his name.
I don't know.
Tama Tonga's and Tonga Loa's younger brother.
Is that who he is?
Yeah, he's a younger brother. This son of a bitch 7 feet tall as well.
Yeah.
He's huge.
Yeah.
He made his appearance and or I should say his, I guess, main roster debut.
Yeah.
Well, he debuted on SmackDown in a dark match.
Did he?
Yeah, a few weeks ago, a month ago, I don't know, a while ago. He debuted on dark. Anyways, he was now on TV.
On camera debut.
TV debut. Michael Cole is fucking hilarious. Okay, did you catch what happened?
I forget what he said, but
So Michael Cole is so funny. He's like, "Oh my God, do you know who that is?" He goes, he couldn't get his name, I think.
Yeah.
He goes, "Do you know who that is?" He's like, "That's Tama Tonga's and Tonga Loa's little brother." Bro. I want to see if I can find it. If I can find it, I'll insert it here. It was so funny. But anyways, the thing with Tama Tonga's little brother, I can never say his name. I don't know his name.
Yeah.
Apparently, he's gonna be called Tala Tonga.
Interesting.
Now, I don't know if it's just like a simple play on words that he's tall, or somebody was saying it's like a play on his actual name. I don't know. I genuinely have no idea. But I'm interested to see where it goes. I just wish Jacob had retained and then maybe dropped it later on. I don't know if he's going to get it back. I don't know what's happening. But I am interested in that storyline now, just to kind of see what happens.
100%.
Maybe Tama Tonga returns on Jacob's side.
Yeah.
But we definitely do know Jimmy Uso is going to side with Jacob.
I'm excited for that, to be honest.
We know that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Maybe Jay comes back and sides with Jacob.
Yeah.
Right? Because now we know Jay is out of the main event picture for a little bit.
Yeah, he lost his title. Yeah.
Yeah, he's out of the main event picture for a little bit. People are saying he's going to tag again with Jimmy.
Yeah.
They might come back with Jacob. I don't know. But that whole Samoan saga that's happening, I'm interested still. It hasn't lost me personally as a fan.
Probably a hot take, but a fact. Usos.
It's not a hot take.
No. Usos are the best tag team ever.
Are you slow?
Ever.
How?
What do you mean how?
What makes you say that?
They have the most tag titles.
So just because of that alone?
That's like saying John Cena's not the GOAT just because he has 17 titles.
But John Cena is the GOAT because of everything he has done in WWE.
Yeah, that's like the Usos.
I'm not talking about title wins.
I'm not saying title wins either.
I don't think John Cena is a great wrestler. He can wrestle.
He can.
But I don't think he's a great wrestler.
Yes.
Maybe it's just his character. I don't know. So many other better wrestlers. Mm-hmm. Entertainer, undeniable.
100%.
Entertainer, John Cena is undeniable. That is why I think he is the GOAT.
Okay.
Okay? I don't think the Usos are the best tag team. That's a crazy take.
Nah. Usos are my favorite tag team. Best tag
Favorite
team.
is different.
Nope. Favorite and best.
Really?
Yep.
Interesting.
Yep. Uso Penitentiary.
What was that?
Welcome to the Uso Penitentiary. You don't remember that?
No. Maybe I wasn't watching at the time.
That's when they like first went from like face paint. That's when they transitioned from like the face paint good guys to like heels. They were like, they had like their own shirts, the hats, the long hair shit. They were wrestling.
That image?
Yeah.
Was it penitentiary image?
Yeah. Wrestling in Air Force Ones, pants and everything. They were like face paint gone, everything.
Really?
Complete switch.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I didn't know that was that.
They were like roasting everybody they were going against. They would make fun of them, name the tag teams they defeated. They would be like, "Oh, like New Day," and one of them would be like, "Locked Down," and they would be like, "The Bar, Locked Down," and then at the end of it, it would be like, "Welcome to the Uso Penitentiary,"
That's
and
crazy.
the crowd would go insane, bro.
That's sick.
They were peak.
I don't know that part.
Peak.
That's dope. Okay, well, I'll give you that then. I'll give you that. But I still disagree with you, but I'll let you have it. And then the last match, obviously, on there was the main event, Cena versus CM Punk.
Yes.
An iconic rivalry. Nostalgic rivalry.
Yes.
The one thing, and again, comes back to Cena being the GOAT. This man knows how to talk. Did you see his promo on the SmackDown? It wasn't the one before. It was
last week.
Well, when this comes out, it won't be last week, but it was the one where he did his version of the pipe bomb.
Yes. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That was great.
It was Cena versus R-Truth. Match ended. I forget how it ended. But Punk comes in, attitude adjustment through a table.
Yeah.
From my perspective, it felt a little weird, but I understand it because when CM Punk did his pipe bomb, Cena was in the
through
ring.
A table.
I don't know if it was a table. Was it a table?
Through a table in the corner.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Cena was
That's
in
why
the
you put
ring.
him through the table, because Cena was in the corner through a table.
Interesting. See, I don't remember that detail. But the thing with that is Cena was in the ring.
Yeah.
Right? Camera's not on him. It's on CM Punk, who's on the stage.
Yeah.
Right? So whatever's happening in the ring, it didn't feel really weird, probably. it just felt a little awkward seeing CM Punk lay there for like 8 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then one of the things Punk said, it was like something about like it was a callback. It was like, I'm not your friend, but like I'm the only one that likes you in the locker room or some shit like that. And you can see Punk laying there. He's like, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny. That is, I didn't catch that. That's really funny.
I caught that and I replayed it like 5 times and I was laughing so hard.
That's funny.
I was like, this guy's not even selling anymore. He's just agreeing.
Yeah, but no, that whole promo he did, that pipe bomb version of the promo was sick.
Yeah.
He calls out Cesaro's real name. I forget his real name.
Claudio
Costic something.
Yeah.
And then he goes, shit. Well, it was Matt Cardona.
Matt Cardona and Claudio.
And there was one more.
No.
Yeah, there was. There was 3 people. He named 3 people. And
Was it?
Yeah. But I forget what it was. Anyways, there was 3 people that he named. But the pipe bomb, the promo was dope, bro. Like, that to me was amazing. So anyway, going back to the match, Night of Champions, I didn't like how it ended only because it was Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
Like, again, I'm tired of seeing Seth and CM Punk.
Yeah.
I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
Like, the whole thing with Seth Rollins and the Money in the Bank briefcase was, I'm going to be the world heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
The world heavyweight champion. So having him come out to John Cena's Universal title match is weird.
Yeah.
You know? Now, one thing they did do is they teased a John Cena face turn again. Like, he's coming back to the good side.
That I got excited for.
That was exciting.
Yes.
Don't get me wrong. That was exciting. When he took everybody out, and obviously you can play it off as like, you know, he's interfering in the match and all this, and this, right? The shake hand, Cena and Punk, they shake hands, and obviously the same thing from WrestleMania, pulls him in for the hug, stern face, boom, goes for the low blow, blocked.
Yeah.
Right? Blocks it. Anyways, that shit happens. That to me was dope, but the match obviously was predictable. You knew Cena's going to win. I liked how they tied the end to the rivalry.
Yes.
I just wish it would have been a better match outside of Seth Rollins coming in.
Yeah.
Because the match itself was great.
It was great.
I think it could have been a little bit better.
100%.
In the regards of like maybe a few more callbacks to like, if it's like their final moment, do like callbacks to some like the hits, you know?
Yeah.
They did that at Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
They did one of their sequences was like almost like the same sequence they did last time.
Yeah.
One of their other rivalry matches.
It was.
Yeah.
Move for move, actually.
Yeah. Which was cool.
Yeah.
I would have loved to see something like that happen.
Yeah.
You know, at Night of Champions.
Like when they used to be like their old rivalry, when they would switch finishers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He put the STF on Cena.
No, go to sleep in AA.
Yeah. Yeah. I did like that it happened at least once.
Yeah.
The STF was put on Cena.
Yeah.
I just wish it would have been almost to the point where it's just like I get stealing finishers. It makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I just think it would have been cool to see like maybe him kind of like starting to fade a little more, so just getting to the ropes quick.
Yeah.
You know, fade like, oh shit, is he It's working. You know, like sell us.
It was a bit rushed, but that too. I also think they did it too close to the ropes to start with.
Yeah.
They were too close to the ropes to start with.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, he's right there.
Yeah, but anyways, no, that was cool, man. It was a good match, but again, not my favorite. It would be my third. Yeah. So my number 1 is Rhea versus Raquel.
Yes.
Then Solo versus Jacob.
Yeah.
Then it's Punk versus Cena.
Yeah.
Then it's Rose versus Orton.
Yep.
Then Karrion Kross versus Sami Zayn.
Yeah. And then the Queen of the Ring match.
I don't really care for it, to be honest.
Honestly, I didn't either. But Jade Cargill's entrance is dope. I'm not gonna lie. I enjoy her entrance.
Her music is cool. Her entrance is cool. I don't like the match. I don't really care for it, to be honest.
I didn't either.
The ending was stupid. Like, you fell off of the competitor, and they still counted 3.
Yeah.
Like, she was off of her. All she had was her leg in the air, and still counted the 3. Like, come on, at least sell that. Maybe redo the finish or something, you know?
Yeah.
I wasn't cool with that. Speaking of wrestling.
Yeah.
Cardi B is hosting SummerSlam. Dude, I fucking love Cardi B. I don't even know. Something about like her personality is just sick.
Yeah.
Like, I just love Cardi B, right? She has an album coming out in September.
Yes.
And I'm geeked. I'm gonna talk about it on the show when the album comes out.
Okay.
I'm gonna hear the fucking album. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna listen to that shit.
Yeah.
But Cardi B, how do you feel about Cardi B hosting SummerSlam?
Honestly, I'm excited for it.
Yeah?
Because she's also funny.
She is funny.
She's hilarious.
Yeah. But do you think it's going to translate with the WWE crowd?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
You think the WWE fans are big with like having entertainers outside of the WWE? I mean, they've always done that, obviously. Like wrestling has always been like that. But
100%.
like you have to keep in mind too when things just happened with Travis Scott just now and the whole WrestleMania thing. WrestleMania and like him coming out with The Rock and all that shit. Like nobody cared for Travis to be there.
That was a weird dynamic though. Like he came up with The Rock.
Yeah, I wonder what that was because they didn't build on the storyline.
No, that was a weird dynamic.
Yeah. Having Travis there and just kind of being like involved in the whole thing, I don't know.
Yeah.
Again, celebrities have been a part of wrestling since day one.
100%.
Like always.
Yeah.
I'm just excited to see Cardi because I'm a fan of Cardi's.
Yeah.
I don't know what it means to host. Hopefully she comes up on stage. Maybe she does like a whole like introduction. Maybe she does like I don't know, a bunch of backstage segments with some of the wrestlers or something like that. I don't know. But like I want to see Cardi take a bump. I want to see Cardi take a bump.
Well, she's very well protected anyway. So it's not like it'll hurt a lot. So
yeah, I don't know. I want to see her throw a punch or take a bump.
Yeah.
And I think she's going to have some sort of action in the ring.
Yeah.
If they don't, then it's like kind of a waste. But like, I would love to see that happen.
Yeah.
I remember when Snoop Dogg threw a punch on The Miz at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
It was so bad. But because it's Snoop Dogg, you have to love it.
And then he dropped the elbow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was terrible. But because it's Snoop.
But that was also a funny situation because Shane got hurt.
Bro, come on, Shane.
Yeah.
He just got in there.
He literally did what Vince McMahon did. Like, bro.
Like father, like son?
Literally like father, like son. You
Yeah.
slide into the ring and bust your hamstring.
Yeah.
Or quad, whatever the hell it was.
Whatever. I don't know. He tore both his quads, I think. But anyways.
Yeah.
Cardi's going to be at SummerSlam. I'm kind of excited. Kind of. Not too much. Got to see what happens before I can really express my full emotion on that.
Yeah.
And then speaking of SummerSlam, obviously people are anticipating Roman Reigns finally coming back to wrestling.
Yeah.
Like, one of the funniest things I've seen online, it's like you work on a part-time schedule already.
Yeah.
And he's one of the highest paid performers on the roster.
Yes.
Right? One of the funniest things I saw was like people kept saying Roman doesn't show up for work. And he actually hasn't showed up for work. He took it personally. Like, he's not there. But you said you had some rumors about him?
Yeah, there's rumors going around that he's gonna return with like the Shield 2.0. It's gonna be like him and two other people.
Really?
Yeah, I saw rumors online where it was like people were like, "Oh, Roman's gonna return and he's gonna come back with two other people with Shield 2.0, and it might be like Dean Ambrose."
I heard Dean Ambrose might be coming back because I think his contract's up at AEW. I don't know. But see, I don't know if Dean Ambrose will return back to WWE, man.
See, that I don't know. But would it be awesome? Yes.
Yeah, obviously.
But, yeah, so they're debating. It's like, so far, the rumors are Roman and Dean Ambrose coming back as like Shield 2.0, and they're trying to figure out third guy. It's like, oh, it's going to be Jey Uso. No, it's going to be Jimmy Uso. No, it's going to be Jacob Fatu. Nah. I'm just like, bro, if it was Roman and the Usos, that'd be kind of dope.
No, but then you're going to Bloodline as opposed to Shield.
True.
What if Roman comes back at SummerSlam to side with Jacob against Solo? Or
that's what I've been hoping for too.
That could be cool because then you get like a 4-on-4.
Yes.
Right? You get like an 8-man tag.
Yeah.
That would be sick.
And
the Usos, Fatu, and Roman versus this new Bloodline.
Yeah. And also, him returning at SummerSlam would be dope because when he returned like as like the tribal chief, he returned at SummerSlam during COVID. And then that's when he got like the push, the big tribal chief push.
Yeah.
And then so like if he comes back at SummerSlam, it's gonna be like, oh, he like his thing is coming back at SummerSlam.
Poetic, eh?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what you want your thing to be, is get injured just to come back at SummerSlam, but that would be cool. But I don't know. He could also come back and go back towards Seth versus, I don't know, because WrestleMania was his last match, I think, right? Like after WrestleMania, we haven't seen him.
Who do you wrestle?
The triple threat, dude. CM Punk and Seth Rollins.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was his last match, yeah.
Yeah, we haven't seen him since.
No.
So he might come back maybe into that storyline. I would personally love to see him as a part of Jacob's storyline.
100%.
Because imagine that would be crazy. Yeah. You know, you get Jimmy back, or you get Jay back into that tag team picture with Jimmy and Jay.
Yeah.
And then, that would be something.
They build that up for Survivor Series? Like that's their War Games
like
match?
I don't know if they're doing War Games this year, though.
They are.
Are they?
It's every year now.
Somebody said that they weren't doing war games this year. They might shy away from that concept for this year.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I hope so. I'm not a fan of the war games, dude. I like the classic.
So do I, and I think war games should go back to NXT because that's where it was. That's where it's from.
Yeah.
And Triple H brought it to main roster.
Uh-huh.
But
maybe it got that much like praise. Like people loved it that much. Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dude, NXT war games are insane. Like so much better than main roster war games.
Really?
100%. But I want to see the old 5-on-5 classic
dude,
Survivor Series match.
Man. I don't know.
When they did Survivor Series SmackDown, Raw, and NXT, that was great.
Yeah.
Because it was 3 teams instead of just 2.
It used to be ECW back in the day.
Yeah.
SmackDown, Raw, ECW.
Yeah, and then when they added NXT, it added like that old feel.
Yeah.
And then it was just so good.
I know.
It's so good.
I know. It's so great, man. I would love to see that. I am excited for SummerSlam as a whole, though.
Yeah.
It's the first time they're doing a 2-night SummerSlam.
Yeah.
First time.
Yeah. I think they're doing everything 2 nights now.
No. They're probably the big 4. Well, you can't do big 4 because Royal Rumble can't be 2 nights.
Well, no, like besides Royal Rumble.
So WrestleMania is 2 nights for a while.
Yes.
SummerSlam,
They're doing 2
first
nights.
time they're doing 2 nights.
Yes.
I don't know about Survivor Series though.
Survivor Series. Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, I don't think they're doing Survivor Series 2 nights. I don't know. That I want to wait and see what they do with it. But I'm stoked for SummerSlam, dude. Like you have no idea.
It is a dope concept.
What?
2 nights.
I think it depends on what the event is. Like,
yeah,
I don't know if I want to see something like a Royal Rumble over 2 nights. Like, I don't care for it that much. Like, my big thing is seeing the main event, like the main Royal Rumble match. Like, every other match you can do on either a weekly episode or you can do on another PLE. Like, I don't want to see a 2-night Royal Rumble where one is the actual match and one is just some random shit.
No, it could be because there's 2 Royal Rumbles. The men's and women's. They do 1 night men's, 1 night women's. And then they have some like actual good matches before.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I don't know. I'm not.
I don't know.
Fucking with it.
I don't know. I like it.
Wrestling, what a fucking sport. I love it.
Yeah,
I love it so much. Another thing. We mentioned the heavyweight title earlier. Saturday night's main event is happening. I don't know if it's going to happen the week this episode comes out or if it's going to happen.
It's July 12th, I think, or
12th,
8 or 12. I think whatever day the weekend is.
It's 12th.
Okay,
so stopping that.
Yeah,
so then
July 12th.
that's going to be happening the weekend of this episode then.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't have happened yet. Interesting.
Yeah.
Goldberg versus Gunther is the only match I give a shit about on that card.
That's the only match I know about on that card.
Good point. Obviously, Gunther's going to retain. We know this already. It's Goldberg's retirement match. It's in Atlanta. Goldberg's retirement match.
Honestly,
I don't really care for it.
But Gunther is a great wrestler.
He's a phenomenal wrestler.
For that sole reason, I want to watch the match, but like I'm not really like.
I've never been a Goldberg fan, and the reason I've never been a Goldberg fan is I don't think he's a good wrestler. He's always been that powerhouse that finishes matches in like 2 minutes or whatever.
It was like, it was kind of like 3 moves and that's it.
Yeah.
Spear, jackhammer, and something else, or kick.
That's it. He sets him up, spears him, and then hits him. But even his WCW days, remember, like he was just known as he just crushed everybody. I don't know. It was never fun to watch Goldberg, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna dominate. He's a powerhouse. He's a monster. This, but I've never been interested in seeing his matches.
Yeah.
And so when I said this is the only match I'm looking forward to, it's only because
Gunther.
Yeah. Like I am stoked to see Gunther perform. One thing I like about Gunther, and I will say this, one thing I like about Gunther is his whole character is I am like a wrestler's wrestler. Like I'm the wrestler's wrestler. So I love that his moves are simple.
He's the historian wrestler.
Yeah, it's just simple moves.
Yeah.
Powerbomb, suplexes. Like the shit that he does,
insane
sleeper
chops.
holds. Oh my god, yeah. Sleeper holds. Like these things are like classic moves.
Yeah.
That I feel like if one of the other talents did it, it would just be whatever.
Yeah.
The fact Gunther's whole persona is
based around it.
This I'm just a wrestler's wrestler.
Yeah.
It works so well that he has like a power bomb. Like he doesn't even have a name for it. It's just power bomb. Yeah. It's just suplex. It's just sleeper hold. Like there's no name for it. I love that so much.
Yeah.
Gunther's great. He's one of my favorites for sure. I love that man.
Loudest and scariest chops.
Penta versus Gunther chops. Who does it better?
See, it depends. They're 2 different kinds of chops.
Why? What do you mean?
There's the chops that Gunther does, which is like straight backhand, and then there's the overhand chops,
Okay.
which is a lot of the luchadors, like Mexican wrestlers do.
Yeah.
That's like they let their hand loose, like as limp as possible, and they just swing their arm as hard as they can.
No way.
Yeah,
It's in the arm?
100%.
No way. The chop hurts, bro. That shit's real.
No, I'm saying overhand chops.
Yeah.
It's as limp as your hand can possibly go, and they just swing it like a whip.
Oh.
And when it hits your chest, it's just dead hand weight, just full force.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's why when you see Penta, it's over chop.
Yeah.
Like overhand chop. So it's just like just dead weight hand, just slapping you as hard as it possibly can in your chest.
Interesting.
And Gunther is like full power, just like
Gunther's because
it's hand and forearm.
Yeah, the backhand chops, like that's the thing. Like that's, you see wrestlers say that all the time. Chops are real.
Yeah.
Chops are real. Like you see their chests after they're like welted and red, and so when they backhand, I guess you're stiff handing them. You're just hitting them. But
with Gunther, he uses his hand and his forearm.
Yeah.
That's where most of the impact is his entire forearm smacking you in your chest.
Interesting. Yeah, no, Gunther is a beast, bro. I would love to see Gunther versus Penta, like in the whole chop off. I would say chop off of them. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention about the John Cena and CM Punk match.
What?
Penta came out.
Yeah.
Dude, Penta, maybe there's a time and place for shit, right? You know exactly where I'm going with this. He comes out, right, as the interference, does his little strut on stage. He's coming out.
I love his strut.
I love his strut so much. It's so gay,
good.
right? It's like his whole like.
So
freaking,
good.
ooh, I love it so much. But you're coming out. It reminded me of when Jeff Hardy debuted on AEW, and Matt Hardy's dying, bro. They're beating the shit out of Matt Hardy. Jeff Hardy's music hits. People go crazy. Buddy comes out. He's juking while running. Bro, come on. Like this, it's hard to not do that.
Yeah.
But like, I get it.
Like, go save your brother, bro.
Yeah. So that's why he said when he came out in TNA. He made sure he's like, I made sure I didn't do that. I had a chair in hand. I came straight for the ring. So, but that was fun. It reminded me of that. He's like, Penta's coming out to like save to whatever.
Yeah.
Get involved. And he's coming down the ramp. He has his strut. When he did that, I thought there was going to be more people that followed him. But no, nothing happened.
Yeah.
And then obviously, Sammy was also out there, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then the Penta did the jump off the stage onto Braun Breaker and Sammy.
Yeah.
That was insane because that was a high jump.
Yeah, dude.
That was high. But that was cool. I'm excited to see where Penta's... I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see Penta and Rey Fenix tag back up.
Yes, Lucha Brothers.
I cannot wait for that to happen. It's just obviously right now they wanted to build their own solo careers up.
Yeah.
WWE
They're
wants
also on
to,
different brands. So.
exactly. WWE wants them to build up their solo careers.
Yeah.
Hopefully down the line we see them in the ring. Maybe at the Royal Rumble you might see them together in the ring.
Yeah. You know who's a surprisingly good tag team? Andrade and Rey Fenix.
They're cool.
They're pretty good together.
Yeah. I'm seeing more of Andrade now. I feel like he's coming back into the picture a little bit.
Andrade's dope.
He's good.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was like a luchador though. I didn't know him that well. I wasn't familiar with him.
Technically, yes.
Yeah.
But he doesn't like... Well, yeah. Well, he is.
He is.
I guess,
it's not luchador style. I know what you mean, but it's not like I didn't know he was like that.
Yeah. But he still does like the flips and shit.
Yeah. But yeah, man, that's a lot of wrestling talk. I love that shit though. Like, don't get me wrong, I love wrestling.
Yeah.
Through and through. Die hard fan, bro. And any chance I get to see wrestling live, like I want to take it. If I want to go to a PLE. Like I want to go to a big PLE, not just like a random one.
One day when they're not so expensive.
Dude, fuck, bro. Like it's...
Money in the Bank happened in Toronto.
Yeah, they were expensive.
Goddamn $1,000 a pop.
Yeah, because like I said earlier, I'm that person where if I'm there, I want to get one of the close-up seats,
like floor seats, like at least
floor seats or something where I see the action enough where I'm not looking at it on a screen, right?
Yeah, jumbotron. Yeah.
So that to me is something where I'm looking forward to one day. Hopefully,
Goal.
It's the goal, bro. I would love to. I would absolutely love to. I want to drag Devo to a wrestling event, though.
100%. He's going to lose his mind.
Like, Devo is someone who's never been a wrestling fan. Yeah. Like, he knows, obviously, he has The Rock up on his shelf there. Yeah. He knows about it, but he's not, like, a fan. You know what I mean?
He's also the guy that's like, oh, it's not real.
Yeah.
He goes by that.
He goes, it's not real, bro. It's not real. And I'm like, you bitch.
I'm just like, there's a difference between not real and scripted.
Yeah.
Not real is like... everything is fake. Well, you're not hitting anything, blah, blah, blah. Scripted is...
Well, I mean, you have to keep in mind, too. Like, obviously, the punches are open hand punches. You're not really making contact. Yeah. You're not really kicking them in their face, like, stuff like that. But you can't deny gravity, right?
Yeah,
when you're taking a bump...
There's also that off chance with the receipt.
Well, yeah.
Where someone accidentally hits you and you just clock their shit.
I forget who it was. Speaking of, it happened on SmackDown.
Prime example: Braun Strowman and Brock Lesnar.
Oh yeah.
Brock Lesnar was down on all fours, getting knees to the head by Braun Strowman. Bro stiffed Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar no-selled, popped right up, 1-2 straight to his jaw, dropped him.
Yeah, I remember that.
Fully knocked him out.
Yeah. I remember that. Something happened recently on the SmackDown episode 2. I think it was a receipt. I forget what happened, but I think it was in the Andrade match. I think it was that. Somebody hit somebody, and they just looked at him for a second. Like, what the fuck, dude? You just looked at him. And then it's like, oh, there's probably a receipt coming. But,
was it? I don't remember that.
I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know. Anyways, whatever it was. I want to take him to a live match, a live show one day. And I told him, I'm like, dude, I know how you feel about it, but one day I'm going to take you to a live show, and you are going to just experience it.
Yes.
And I think he is going to absolutely... No, I know he is going to absolutely love it.
He's going to fall in love.
Yeah. He might not become like an instant fan, but he will definitely appreciate it a lot more.
Yeah, he will have a great time.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, that's a lot of wrestling talk, bro. Don't really know where else to go. Oh, I remember one thing. What? You said your friends have stuff to say about the podcast.
Oh, it was nothing bad. They were just asking me about what it was.
Yeah.
What
do they say?
No, they were like, oh, I saw your Instagram. What's the podcast about? I was like, oh, it's just a random podcast. It's me and my brother and our friend. They're like, oh, that's cool. My one friend's like, yeah, dude, honestly, work gets so boring. I start watching random shit. I might watch it. I was like, do that. They're like, is it funny? I'm like, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
And they're like, so what's it about? I'm just like, literally anything. Like, yeah. There's no like specific topic. It's just anything.
It's just us hanging out, man. It's just us having fun. It's just us bullshitting, like bullshit and buffoonery. Right? We say that for a reason. It's just like it's one of those things that you just take an hour out of your day, just hang out with us, vibe, just cool, laugh, catch a few laughs. This one wasn't really as funny, but like it doesn't always have to be funny. I mean, episode 2 was pretty serious. It was more of a serious one. I remember that.
Episode 2 was it
was a little bit more serious on that regard. But yeah, it's just fun, man. So yeah, come watch us, check it out. And if you ever have any questions, dude, hit me up. I'll dispel any myths about it. Don't just say it's a random podcast. We're more than random.
Well, not like
okay. We mean something. We are more than something. I'm about to cut a wrestling promo.
Do it.
I can't do it.
Do it. You won't.
I won't.
You scared?
Well, okay. Well, give me. Lay out a premise.
The cow, aka Devo.
Poor guy.
It's real. He made you lose the title. Not lose the title. He stopped you from winning the title. Like he interfered with your match.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah.
All right. I've been waiting for this chance to say something to him and him not talk back to me. Okay. All right. So he interfered in my match. I lost the title.
Yes.
Okay. Listen, man. Every single time I get an opportunity, you find a way to mess it up. Every single time. And last week, I had the biggest opportunity of my career to win the championship. And what did you do? The same thing you always do. Brought your sneaky ass into the ring, got in my face, put your hands on me, and cost me the championship. I don't care what you think I am going to do for you. I can do nothing for you, and I will do nothing for you. So this jealousy that you have about where my career is headed, I don't know where it stems from, but I am going to put an end to it once and for all. Next week, you and me in the ring, one-on-one. And I know you like to get in the ring, ruin my chances, and sneak off. So I got a better idea. Next week, when I do face you, it'll be in a steel cage. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Just you and me in this ass-kicking I'm going to give you. See you next week. How was that?
It's pretty dope.
Pretty dope? Be real. How was it?
That was pretty dope. Not gonna lie. Yeah.
I'm sweating buckets, dude.
For off the top, that's actually insane.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Y'all should be a wrestler. That's so funny. Yo,
you need the body for it.
Yeah, fuck. I'll be a manager.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, listen. It's hard doing a solo podcast.
Yeah.
This shit is hard.
Yeah.
It's not easy when you have a
cow.
fucking stuffed animal in place of a co-host. But obviously, Saquib was here. Thank you, man. You fucking helped me do with this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. A lot of wrestling. Like I said, this is catered more towards the wrestling side, I guess. But if you're not a wrestling fan, hopefully you hear our commentary and give it a shot. You know, and if you were a wrestling fan, but you're not no more, come back to it. You know, you're missing out on a lot of true entertainment. I still, till this day, believe wrestling is a sport. It obviously is a sport.
100%.
It's a grueling sport.
Yes.
But I love the entertainment factor of it as well. And yeah, man, long live wrestling. I'm a diehard wrestling fan. He's a diehard wrestling fan, and forever will be. So
long live wrestling.
Long live wrestling, bro. Long live wrestling. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If not, then again, come back next week and try again. We'll these outros are always so difficult. They're always so difficult to do.
Yeah.
The intros are awkward. The outros are hard.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyways, give us a follow on all the social media platforms. Everything's in the description. Like the video, thumbs up, and hit the notification bell for weekly episodes every Wednesday. My name is SIK LOVES, that's Saquib behind the counter, and Big Dog Rufus. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next week.